Have you ever wondered why some days you sleep 7, 8 hours, go to bed on time, avoid coffee at night, yet wake up feeling heavy, foggy, and reaching for an espresso? Meanwhile, in Japan, millions of people sleep only 6 hours, sometimes less, yet they wake up fresh, full of energy, and highly productive. What's the secret? Is it genetics, or have they discovered a formula we've completely missed in the West? I remember a college student in Los Angeles who invested in an expensive memory foam mattress, used a sleep tracking app, even stopped drinking coffee after 2 p.m. Yet every morning he still dragged himself out of bed. Meanwhile, his Japanese roommate slept on a simple futon, went to bed at midnight, woke at 6 a.m., and always appeared fresh, vibrant, and full of life. That moment made me realize the secret isn't about sleeping more, but about sleeping smarter. And that's exactly what we're going to explore today. In this video, I'll share with you 9 unique Japanese sleep habits, backed by science, that will turn every night into real recovery time, and every morning into a powerful new beginning. This isn't just a story about sleep, it's the foundation of self-improvement and personal development. When you master your sleep, you master your energy. And when you master your energy, you unlock your true potential. Tip 1. Eat light, early, and healthy. Picture this. After a long day, you treat yourself to pizza or a heavy dinner at 10 p.m. You think your body is resting once you lie down, but in reality, your digestive system is working overtime. The result? The next morning you still feel tired, even though the clock says you slept 7 to 8 hours. In Japan, this rarely happens. People usually have dinner early, before 8 p.m., and choose light meals with fish, vegetables, and rice. By bedtime, their bodies are no longer working overtime on digestion, and all energy goes into restoring the brain and muscles. Modern science confirms this. Eating late raises body temperature, speeds up the heartbeat, and disrupts circadian rhythm. You may sleep many hours, but the quality of sleep is seriously reduced. Principle: eat to sleep deeply, not to make your body work an extra night shift. And when you realize that a simple dinner can determine your morning energy, you'll see another equally powerful factor: how we use mini naps during the day. Tip 2. Strategic naps, 20 minutes. In Tokyo, it's common to see office workers dozing off on trains or at work. This isn't considered lazy. It's a sign of dedication. The Japanese call it inamuri, sleeping while present. A 20-minute nap is like pressing the reset button for your brain. NASA studies prove that just a 20-minute nap can boost focus by 50% and improve memory by 35%. But if you sleep longer than 30 minutes, you enter deep sleep, and waking up leaves you groggier than before. The interesting part is, the Japanese don't chase the 8 hours number. They care about efficiency. They don't blame themselves for not sleeping enough, but cleverly make up for it with naps that quickly recharge brain and body. This is a vivid example of self-improvement, optimizing the system instead of obsessing over the goal. Principle: a well-timed short nap is worth more than meaningless long sleep. But even if you eat early and nap smartly, there's still a silent enemy destroying your sleep every night. Can you guess what it is? Tip 3. Tech discipline. Turn off screens 1 hour before bed. A familiar image for many American teens, lying down and opening TikTok for just a few minutes. But those minutes stretch into an hour or two, and the next morning, you wake up like a zombie. The Japanese take a very different approach. Their bedrooms rarely have TVs, and phones aren't treated as the last friend before sleep. They know blue light blocks melatonin, the hormone that puts you to sleep. On top of that, videos, news, and social content overstimulate the brain, keeping the nervous system tense. When you try to sleep, your brain is still racing, leaving you restless and tired in the morning. Instead of scrolling screens, many Japanese choose to read physical books, listen to calming music, or spend a few minutes breathing deeply. This habit not only improves sleep quality, but also builds self-discipline, a key step in personal development. Principle: to sleep well, turn off the things that keep you from resting. Tip 4. Meditation or mindfulness for 5 to 10 minutes. One of Japan's remarkable habits is ending the day with silence. Some meditate for a few minutes, some journal, or simply breathe deeply before turning off the lights. This small habit opens the door for the brain to shift from busy mode to rest mode. Neuroscience proves that just 5 minutes of slow, deep breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the system that relaxes the body. Once soothed, the heart rate slows, muscles loosen, and sleep comes naturally. This is a perfect example of blending culture and science. The Japanese don't just seek sleep for rest, they see it as part of personal growth. They build habits to control their minds, instead of letting their minds control them. Principle: a calm mind is the bridge to deep sleep. And when you calm your mind before bed, you realize sleep isn't just about rest, it's preparation for a new day. But for the body to truly restore, there's another key factor: how you sleep. Tip 5. A firm bed, not a soft one. In Western culture, many believe the softer the bed, the better the sleep. We spend thousands on thick, springy, cloud-like mattresses. But here's the surprise. The Japanese choose a futon, a thin mattress on firm tatami. It may sound uncomfortable, but it's a science-based choice. On an overly soft bed, the spine curves and muscles tense to stabilize. This triggers micro-awakenings, brief arousals you don't recall, but that fragment sleep. A firmer surface keeps the spine neutral, muscles relaxed, and the brain slips into deep rest. The takeaway isn't to replace your bed overnight, but to shift mindset. Sleep doesn't need to feel cloud soft. It needs to be biomechanically correct. It's a contrarian approach that delivers measurable results. Principle: great sleep isn't about softness, it's about bodily alignment. And once you see posture and surface can transform sleep, you'll wonder, what else powerfully shapes your rest, starting the moment you wake? Tip 6. Morning sunlight. In Japan, morning sunlight is a natural habit. Upon waking, many open windows, walk, or stretch outdoors. Simple as it seems, sunlight is the body's most powerful clock. Our bodies run on a 24-hour circadian rhythm that sets alertness and sleepiness. Morning light resets that clock, signaling the day has begun, so at night your brain releases melatonin on time and sleep comes easier. Many American teens start the day with blue light from phones instead of natural light. The result: circadian disruption, trouble sleeping, later bedtimes, and lingering fatigue. The Japanese have long treated morning light as essential for balance. Principle: start your day with natural light so sleep finds you at night. If morning light jump-starts your day, night requires another trigger to switch your body into recovery mode. That brings us to the next secret. Tip 7. A cool bedroom at 60-65 degrees. Americans commonly sleep at 68-72 degrees, yet studies across thousands of Japanese homes show an average around 55 degrees, much cooler than the Western norm. Why is that? Neuroscience shows the body must drop 2 to 3 degrees to reach deep sleep. A cool room cues the brain to power down. A warm room forces thermoregulation, causing lighter sleep and more awakenings. The lesson? Quality sleep isn't about instant coziness. It's about enabling brain and body recovery. Lower the thermostat a touch, and you're closer to clear mornings. Principle: deep sleep begins in a cool room, and once the body is cooled, culture makes a big difference, our attitude toward fatigue. Tip 8. Reframe sleep. Respect rest. In Japan, nodding off at a desk or on a train isn't weakness. It signals effort. In the West, fatigue is often framed as failure, masked with coffee or artificial boosts. This mindset gap directly affects sleep. When rest is seen as part of performance, the nervous system relaxes, but guilt about fatigue raises tension and blocks deep sleep. Mindset shift is the bedrock of self-improvement. Rest isn't procrastination. It's the strategy to work better. Respecting fatigue as a natural signal helps the Japanese sleep deeper and wake clearer. Principle: rest isn't weakness. It's an investment in durable strength. But mindset alone isn't enough. The Japanese use a special ritual, like a button, that activates sleep fast. Tip 9. A hot bath before bed. It sounds counterintuitive. Why take a hot bath before bed if we want a cooler body? Yet this age-old Japanese ritual, ofuro, holds the key. Soaking at 104 degrees, 40 degrees Celsius, raises core temperature, but exiting the tub triggers a rapid cool down. That artificial drop tells the brain it's time to sleep, like hitting a computer is sleep mode. Modern studies confirm bathing 1-2 hours before bed helps you fall asleep faster and extends deep sleep. It's a beautiful merge of tradition and neuroscience. Principle: warm up to cool down. That's how to trigger natural sleep. And when you combine all 9, early light dinners, smart power naps, and hot baths, you'll see sleep quality depends less on hours and more on the finesse of small habits. We've just explored 9 Japanese sleep secrets, and looking back, the picture is clear. The Japanese don't try to sleep longer. They try to make every hour count. They eat early and light so the body isn't overloaded at night. They use strategic naps to recover quickly instead of forcing 8 hours. They practice tech discipline, switching off screens before bed, and spend a few minutes meditating or calming their mind so the brain can truly rest. They sleep on firm surfaces to keep the spine aligned, welcome morning sunlight to reset circadian rhythms, and keep bedrooms cool so the brain can sink into deep rest. Most importantly, they reframe fatigue, not as failure, but as a signal to respect. And finally, they embrace the hot bath ritual, turning the day's last moment into a bridge toward recovery. The core message is clear. Quality sleep doesn't come from hours, but from habits and mindset. The difference isn't how long you sleep, but how you prepare for it. When you honor rest, you not only sleep deeper, but also unlock the foundation for self-improvement and personal development. Because sleep is where energy is renewed, and energy is the key to sustainable growth. You don't need 10 hours of sleep every day to feel refreshed. You just need the right habits to turn 6 hours into deep, restorative rest. That's what the Japanese have done for centuries, and you can too. Remember, the difference isn't the hours, but how you prepare for sleep. So here's a small challenge for you in the next 7 days. A. Eat an early light dinner, finishing before 8 p.m. B. Practice turning off all screens at least 1 hour before bed. C. Start your day with sunlight, not the glow of your phone. Pick one habit, just one, and stick with it. After a week, you'll feel a clear shift in your morning energy. Now I want to hear from you. Which one will you start with? A, B, or C? Leave a comment below. I'll be reading every reply. And if this video gave you a new perspective in your journey of self-improvement and personal development, share it with a friend who's tired of being tired. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Up My Journey so we can keep exploring together. I've also left a special gift plus book and course recommendations in the description. Remember, you don't need to be perfect to start. You just need to start to make a difference. And sleep is where that journey begins.